Father was working, we used to stay with. Something I remember very, very much, there is a phrase which mother used to say, when you come, she comes out and she meets you, and she calls you. Like now for me, Spora One. Then there is one time when I used to come, Mom used to give me some sugar and also some bread and also tea leaves. So when I come, wakati ananipokea, ananiuliza, Spora One, waachile naende, she used to laugh. Anacheka na you feel at home. You feel this thrill ya mother. Unakuja na kuuliza, Spora One, waachile kondora. Alafu inki Miriam Minto nakongera machani korumubamba. So I could say machani naroro. So she could take the items, and she used to treat us equally like our children. And as I grew up, I never saw these two women exchange and quarrel. They used to visit each other every time. So allow me to read this now, my tribute. Let me read it. Mom, you have left us. You have fought a good fight. Being a good mom in all aspects of life. You have won a race, Mom. Undergoing treatment with dedication. Name every tough circumstances. You have been there. You have been, she has been handling the difficulties. And you came out of it. You maintained your faith in God's life, and even in death, we all loved you. You were kind, and you always loved. You always loved us. You met us. So you called us wherever we visited, like Spora Omindo. That is a phrase that made me feel at home. May the good Lord grant you mercy and look kindly upon you. We shall miss you, Mom. May your soul rest in peace.
So that I could get the ticket to go to America. And I remember the other day I was talking to a man called the Sawe gentleman that was with us at the airport, and he told me that so she was ready to sacrifice everything that she had for me to be able to take that flight. Now let me tell you a little background about that, because that's just what stuck with me, with a love and respect for my family. Baba, we came here several times and announced with my father. And I could see the deep love and respect that was between my father and my grandmother. I was just having a conversation with my Uncle Fred a few years ago, and he told me they could always be having lunch, and my dad comes showing up from down. So what they have to do is to hide the chicken so that they change the lunch program, but with the Kisi tradition there, Ngoka and the in-laws, right? So I learned from a very young age to see the love and respect that my grandmother had towards our family. Now, let me explain something very profound. If I don't take that flight in 1994, probably my family's trajectory and course in our lives could have been significantly different than it is today. I'm going to guess that it could have been a lot worse than where we are today. Or I mean, not a lot worse, but it could have been not as good as it is today. A few years later, my mother fell very ill. And I'm going to clearly say that if it wasn't my grandmother who had given me that opportunity to go to the States, my mom would not be alive today. So Baba was not, excuse me, she was more than just a grandmother to me. And for me to just stand here and imagine that I'm not going to see her again, yes, thank you. A few years ago, when my grandmother came to my other grandmother's funeral in Yaramba, after the funeral, she walked to me and said, I was not going to miss. She was not feeling well. She had been unwell, and I think my uncles were urging her not to come. She said she was going to make that trip, even if it meant for her to die on our way to Nyaramba. That's how much deep love and respect she had for our family. So today I stand here and pay tribute Yes. Yeah, I'll get through it. I want to give a very special thank you to all our parents, because without you we could not be here with Baba as our grandmother. I also want to acknowledge, from my point of view, this is absolutely from my point of view because I've been very involved with this. Regina, God bless you. You are amazing. Thank you very much for all that you did. Uncle Fred Mogera, thank you very much for all the efforts. Are they coming? Okay. All right. I will hand this over now to Uncle Fred, and then we'll hand over to the church. Okay.
Ikanataka gotereneta gekaya mo ngekera nyokogani kwa mama bunante betinkole. Omanyego yogo bange tunabachokoro boka nabo bachiete koyo mongi na igoro emeroberie yonsi nabo bakolire negendo kiagerete igo mama gatebete nga Lamek antindeke nonye yare ngo bwoba nga abana mbache banyare njere bona manyete nga nyuma mo tebete igo nabeta kere kobaiga. Bono ganataka gusabira abantu maragatatu abantu mbare bankagaiga ekero mama ari gwakeranse bare komenyoka mama tari bona arwara mama orwarire gari gwakeranse na kerwesi mikinde nchera abantu bamomenyokirigo chinyagitari na kero yomo oyo minyogete go chankaga iga emiakeye omongino yo mante beting erega kuruka mama Dorka yoli pita bogeti kiagara mama ga kweta kabogi gose marakale nga bantu bakorwa ngokure pi na indo imoka valia mwa minyogete go chankaiga njeneli ngana nale go tebelimo naye kerora rangeli muntu taboro koigwa ekerora aremerwe muntu tabora ogogokonya nekerora abe nobokongu muntu tabora ogogotora na abantu bande n'abana ba Nairobi bekanisa yane. Pastor Elias, where are you? Is Pastor Elias near here? Yes, omwano oriokaleko gosalioti korugalia. That young man, he had a chest problem, but he would wake up at 6 every time Mava came for clinic, go to clinic to try and get Mava the first slot so that she doesn't stay there. Pastor Elias, God bless you. Where is Pastor Rosie? Pastor Rosie is over there. Baba said, every time I came here, she said, tell Pastor Rosie, may she be blessed, may she be blessed. And all that group from Grace Chapel that has been praying for my mother over the last 3 weeks, God bless you. Finally, abana ba mama, and I just want you to listen, but I want you to listen. Kero yo moyo oino, onyolete mama na nyeneli itukelimo. Nilebanga niyinteke magwa korelete mama, kero yo mo oino, abana ba minto, abachokoro. Nende mo go siere rie bintu jina gateka no muntu nakoje yose chingana ngaki igento kirekenene no gosesenigwa. Na mama igante vetigana gotigire gosesenigwa gwonse pi bono koko bagande. Goso ekira soyo mo. Kero yomo okorrete mama igento nonyene geke ukanyura mama ukamurera ugachakomorora ukamukwania. Uru kaso gusibwa Nyasaye tebenga Nyasaye. Ogo sisi ni gukorigwa kwanu gari pastor ate aba mama atebete na inche koraki iminyore maigure. Timotiga ogo sisi ni guokwo gosi. Egento kyo mairi gokora. Mama iga igonte bigotari gosendo muyako bwa rande njega ntebetinga na yetaya yane. Na rero igonte getegwo kikitaya isato baba atebete chokiwe mekitaya chisato na chiroji chigende choki ekinde chigoka chonsi pimo choma mubokoreke ora besesesesese etaya ntanga ni togwo kiga Lamek ntina arosire na minyokire na arosire mama na yare goteba igare goteba nkworokererie igare goteba nkworokibine bintu bigokoreka rero ngokobekera ndokoboka somo Lamek nekarna kobekera koboko Lamek etaya ya mama yoka sobo gimabwao netaya yewoka kabere asense moya baswati bamento abachukuru bale kurensenga y'abaswati bamento nayo kubara na kabere nayo kora bonsi pi abachukuru bonsi pi bomongena na kuborokereria mogere mama yawatewa mogere tata sabania abachukuru bensenga y'abamura mogere obekiorokererio uborokereria gukwana ukworokereria bakubwati koromaega ubwati Lamek ya kworokereria ili ndi muteni nyumba ya mama Regina ili etalia kidiabete ikibarabara kwegure Regina ikibarabara tulikorosa asaba bako ganetie nayo kumenyoka Regina ukalenda mama naenda ukalenda tata ukumenyoka utalikorosa ubu yabwao nonsia yagwakolire tochikolige monta gwakane uligereri gorote Nyasaye ayebweka nayo manyete okogenda kwane no gwirana kwane torosa ekebarabara kwegure ketari gotere na geokoraki kegonchokanana ikonari kobori Lamek join me aso weke yubo sibwa Nyasaye ikiara yonsi na watogo kwana lakini mweke yaso sibwa Nyasaye tusabe Nyasaye tata omotongi oyo wanchete mama urwarire miaka n'emyaka lakini utenenete asengenjo gwatebete nga abana bari bayare korera ryoka takogenda goikororera mucyoye bunore imai gabono tata Nyasaye abana bankwimukirira bari igoro bachake kogwata emeremo no kugani kwa mama rigereria emeroberi barobere tata Nyasaye nayo manyitasi barusite kibesa nayo manyitasi barusite kisemi nayo manyitasi barusite tyokwerwa nchego ngo kobori go monene Nyasaye akitaye kisato kya mama twokire naborobu ase bali bamwabo ase twabatumago kibali bago kikora boke abamwabo irinde kinyomba cyonse pyo monene Nyasaye cyomongena mamatiga cyoke bune bibaye bitakolimo monene Nyasaye bwekinguru noborabu bobe inkaga igo monene Nyasaye igo tugo kwirana limbi ya mwana ase mama gwatoete mama bwo bwanchani mama bwo kwera ugu tutanase nje abana baye mama taliko tukobe abwekelingana senkoro mama yolenge noko semerigo ikinga ki yomwaelio remi abana bo monene Nyasaye naende bayogo semeria na bae chinguru tata na bali tuasesenia monene Nyasaye kiagara mama natigo gosesenia yongo sabanga Nyasaye tata nje nabere nkoborio monene Nyasaye bwechinguru byonsi ebitura kora monene Nyasaye mbiyete kolende tusago kumanya twensi pita tata Nyasaye abana babona babegete kitisha tata babegete kitisha kibwate bicha ya mama bosi bwabo abwase bicha ya mamere bosi tata Nyasaye lietalia Yesu liarego soaro monene Nyasaye lingana lya Nyasaye liarego soase chinkole icho kire nyuma ye ebiche ya tata ya mama igona sabatata Nyasaye nga chinguru chomobisa echikora abana go chia samarwa echikora abana go chigotugoteni bo monene Nyasaye chibugo kegima tata Nyasaye buna mama ariko bisaka besaka ya tata Nyasaye tagatugote abana bamanye ko kache bintu bamanye ko beke bintu byakore meremo monene Nyasaye tato koya matata Nyasaye okogenda subusiro ogochigo chaya monene tata Nyasaye ogochigwanche bintu byense yo monene igona sabanga tata Nyasaye litukolirie karoliwe katakorana na baba totoke nga twensi na otole tata Nyasaye te toka ngonde naro yona chiro kineke betata Nyasaye yokogenda subusiro bwa kale na kale tigerite lya litagiguna lirimo kereri gugoro ekiagara twasabira Yesu Kristo oyo rumotorito amen biama.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Fred. Asante sana. Thank you. Ntakete abantu tutu.
Nimesema pole kwa familia ambayo imepoteza mama ya mpendwa na amewacha mkiwa yatima, lakini kwa Mungu atawasaidia. May God console you at this painful moment. To atebe pole nego tase familia. Because of the interest of time, wono abantu nara bagochia na ande bintu nebigera rochuma iwonda akwane ibungo yore byoka. Nkona pastor mbale balenge iga tumato sembaro all pastors wale na our midst, you can stand up and wave to the congregation. Pastors balenge iga you can wave. Thank you very much. Yabando kola baachire because of time. One of egre na igura mangana manga ba kwani uroyomo na Rael Mandere Geke nomo no mo kodre miremia ase ekanisa isoge main ya kodre nsemenene ase Matiro district ya igure chikanisa ikomi amune sa skuremo igo omo no yo sirire iga renge wewe osiroka na ase kanisa iri isoge asing enjoy bono ngochukwana kurwa sigetabu kya Acts, the book of Acts chapter 13 verse 36 and 37. Una kreta vitia kolete miremimi yatima etra ngura somera the book of Acts kitabu ya Matendo ya Mitume 13 fungu lake la 36 na la 37. May I read from the English version, King James version. It says, "For after he had served his own generation by the will of God, fell asleep and was parted with his fathers, and saw corruption. Verse 37 says, but he whom God raised up saw no corruption. Dauti no yomo okolete mirime menene asenga keria. Egere chinga kichia chiave ne chiegete Nyasaye akamutumukia na agatinde kwese abaise ba mwabatinde getu. Yo no mugno yo Rael Mandere okolere mirime menene nera bono gutumuka ko asobe ko bense. Igona kero wa akolere mirime niya emirimo niyo manene Nyasaye gakona bono tugotumuke. Yo no mugno Rael lero iga otumokire nkumugazo asenyo mberi anka esara aba akwajerete ewono emeremeri akoremia asa nanya ko nenya kubwat kurmaye atote una ekrete vtia koleta mangana ya iga manana. This is not a reference to David. Na ataya mangana ko ndo ujaza David. Lakini for after David has done the will of God. Na kre David era koleto wanza kwanya saa. Ingi kiavet. In his generation he died and was buried with his ancestors, and his body decayed. Na kra koleto mrememia agatinde kwa esaba isaba atinde getu. Igona no mogna Rael bona to igura abantu bakwane. So many speakers have talked. De umongina buna kolere ebintu birebye galinga moya sobe ko bense ekera batebira abantu abanga baba abantu babera abanga bamenyira na ndo si okolere mirime mye kanisa osire chiamade enke ya sogata amone ya sobe osire igona bonya Nyasaye korambya na ratu kurase obiko bense ekera kolere mirime mye na ndo ralre ase myaka eremya ekere myaka 92 tali myaka meke igona Nyasaye omolendre wika so bwaro bwikere bukero tena Nyasaye kworoki obwengu bwake to soma the book of Psalms 9 verse 12 Nyasaye kworoki obwengu bwake bono mogino yiga according to the Bible oyitani myake Nyasaye bono yamenyire 22 ina pona siasa mwaire asenge ncha akorire mirememia na ndakere wa akorire mirememia akere wa tumokire emiremo ya iri miyo kubwati bono asenge ncho because of the interest of time. The book of Acts, Revelation 14, verse 13. Blessed are those who die. In the Lord from now on. Says, now, yes, he says, the spirit they are blessed indeed. For they will rest from their hard work. Generations to come. Abachukuru abamwabo nanya koragento keke nenya koendera na for their good deeds will follow them na asemere meri miyomogno na mwamotogiri. All the speakers who have spoke, they have solved the good things the mom has done when she was alive na emere meri miyakolire na ana yeko bwat kurumaga chese abana bae chese chichiko bwat igona na kora so wiko bwense kore emere menya na when you die the good deeds you did will follow you from behind. Una na igona tema mona kwa so wiko bwense. Inche una anda moya singa kiechiga. Ntara arara kwa so wiko bwense. Emere meyengo kora. Daisa utoka na akule. Emere me na yandra kwa andra uchimutu. Ekera mbaya Nyasaye kwa ali bato mnya so wiko bwense. Twakole emere memebe etali kwemuke Nyasaye goro etali eba konesko. Yona none ko tu kwa pata na uchi Nyasaye gaja tiatmuke. Yona tiato kole emere memya akatu bwachinga chichiabena. Kole emere memya nemere melime emyo kate usira usaigo. Ekiana yandra ko boro na ne oro kibyara se byara. Ano ma Nyasaye otebe. Yona bono mulikyo ma oteba iga me ara me treat this caption so megende kigana chives and money, fame and belongings. Una chivesa okumanyekana via nebyo bwata cannot be taken with us from this life. Una no twara chivesa, no manyakana boronge, no tware vinte vinge. Evye Kenya sa tato itau chigocha. Aste obira koire, jo tora Yesu Kristo di vari tanya suma bwa. Igobne gentekerana. It's not money, it's not fame, it's not belongings, but what have you kept in your heart? Ingi kwa wigira sen kole ya wen. Igona abantango tabona bakaba chivesa embia. Lakini chivesa echiga. Njira kyo chitumia. Mbali wataka utware rieta, bamanya kana sense. Lakini asinya sana mpaka litigendo keke. Mbabu atikene. Mbali wao itoda barombo bwate binte bingi. But when you come to God affairs, they have nothing. Igona wona barombo bakwa na malaika akoma afel because they have died where they have not known their God. Igona wona we bakwa ama kweliyo bosoku. Igona to tabuna ebinte bina no twachi basi nyinge. No manyakana bia no twale binte binge. Nyobo nyasaye mboli me yao ebyonsi pimbosa. Igona gente kanana tonyari Yesu Kristo litangane na antome neraganeti na antokoli kiligulwanza kwae. Now God's people can produce fruit that survives even death. Unabona abantu bali banyasaye bamoirogete bakorire miremenya. Unabona gasiri bakorite in fail. Una amatunda ali abakorire no bikondra korokana guchi no anakara bakule no bikandra kobora. Na ando mulikyome otena God will remember our life. Negento na mwakwa na mana amaigoro yomunuiga. Now what God remembers most is our love, kindness and faithfulness and those who accept Christ. Unabona egente kenene nyasa kuri eli askoro moito. Ntubwato bwanche do we have love? Ntubwate ntoro kindness, ntubwate ntoro sisi waaminifu. Now these are the three things which our God would cherish on a believer who has passed away. Igona wonora ayekere wakule no bwato bwanje duya uko na upendo no bwato geto ka bwato na batebirega no bwato kwega kule boronge ne bino binya sa kuri eri mono igona sa tari kuri na kywachi ba chinyingangana na kyomanye kana tangana na kyobwate bintu bingana, but God looks most these three things. Yako ile ente tangani upendo egento kendo ile kindness egento kendo ile uaminifu. These are the three things God offered mono in our lives. Igona arorekere wakule abantu bakwanigiro yobwanje nibwo ambandira ko esabantu ose okwa utigaba yande bono obwata bisabange igona na Yesu Kristo granga so wikubense egento mona ko emphasis in his preachings. He got about love, about kindness, and about faithfulness. Those are the three things which are very important in our lives as Christians. Do we embrace these characters in our life? If not, you're going to want to question your life. And those who accept Christ through our witness will join. Be sure that your values are with him, with God's values. Unara ebinto bilikuwa bekire. Inko andabile no wito bana kwanya sai. And decide today to produce fruit that lasts forever. Uno ntegere tega. Itunda kyura beka so mabwao. Elira andra ko woro kale na kale. Ekere ra atwaro bwanchen. Ekere ra abukwa atwaro kwegena. Nebinte byonse bitu akwane. Ebibi kanda ko woro no soto akwaru oro wadro ka dariere. All through until the end of the world. Igona katu atwara binte vita tuna akwanire rana nchekere na akure amatunda aragatu tuna akwanire nale ninya vegeta so mobwana ko konyora taijo dio tweke mobwao. For those few words, may God bless his word. Mwanzo ya sasa dingaria bona tiatorangiri. I call upon the family members come in front for the closing prayer. Kaya bona tuakule na bana siasa wa mayo takurumaya. I call upon all the family members, the grandchildren and the great grandchildren, all of them come in front as we surrender you to the Lord. nchugoza mobe family kurumaya. All 30 elders in our midst, please come in front as we pray for the family. Abalisi balibale katikati yetu, wase wa makanisa, kucha hapa mbele ili tukiendelea kufanyia familia ombi, mkae katikati yao.
Asante sana. Thank you, choir. Pastor, you can go on.
Ni tunaomba. Nataka nianze kwa maombi hayo, kisha baadaye mnenaji wa siku atamalizia kwa ombi hilo ili kwa mibaraka hiyo. Tuamini na tuombe. Baba yetu na Mungu wetu, tunakushukuru kwa ajili ya wakati huu. Tunakushukuru kwa ajili ya neno lako ambalo limekuja kwa njia ya kipekee katika alasiri hii kutoka kwa mtumishi wako Unziri ambaye umemchagua na umemweka wakufu kwa ajili ya utendakazi katika shamba lako. Asante maana umetufanya kuwa watulivu kiwango hiki. Sifa na utukufu virejee kwako. Zaidi ya yote asante maana umelishikia wingu na tunachua na kuamini kwamba utashikilia wingu hadi tamati. Asante kwa mapenzi yako katika familia hii ya Mzee Geke ambaye amelala kwa mauti hayo. Asante kwa maisha ambayo umempa mama Rael ambaye amelala kwa wakati huu na kwa wakati uliofaa. Wana na binti zake wachukuu na vitukuu ndio hawa wamesimama mbele zetu, wakiwa na machozi mengi katika macho yao, wanapolikumbuka pendo lako katikati mwao na pamoja na mama ambaye amelala. Tunajua kwamba wewe ni mfariji mwema na utawafariji. Wanapokumbuka pendo hili, Baba yetu, machozi yanawadondoka. Tunaomba kwamba ukawashikilie. Zaidi ya yote tunajua kwamba utakaporejesha ufalme wako jinsi ambavyo umeahidi katika kitabu kile cha Ufunuo, kwamba sisi sote ambao tulikuwa tukitokwa machozi kwa kuwapoteza wapendwa wetu, utafuta kila chozi toka machoni petu. Na huo ndio wakati ambao tunatarajia. Ndio wakati Baba yetu tunatasamia. Maana tumechoka katika nchi hii na dunia hii ambayo imechawa na maovu, ambayo imechawa na vifo. Twautamani mchi ule Yerusalemu mpya. Hawa wana na binti zako tunajua kwamba sasa hivi watamkosa mama Rael. Lakini tunaomba kitu kimoja kwako Baba yetu, kwamba watakapokuwa wakimkumbuka, uwape malaika wa kipekee ambaye atasimama mbele zao. Wanapomkumbuka, kumtazama na kumuona, wamuone yule malaika, ndiposa Yesu wetu wakapate faraja ya kipekee. Mtumishi wako ambaye ulimchagua kutoka familia hii, ambaye ni ndugu wetu Fredi, umemtia wakufu kwa ajili ya utendakazi wako. Anapokuwa katika familia hii kama kuhani, Baba yetu, nasi kama watumishi wako tunamkabidhi mikononi mwako, kwamba anaposalia nyuma na kundi hili ambalo limesimama hapa, ukamuongoze zaidi ya yote, ukampe hekima, maana yeye ni kuhani wako, ili anapowasimamia, anapowaongoza kwa kila jambo, hasa zaidi ya yote anaponena pamoja na wao kupitia kwa neno lako takatifu, Baba yetu wakasikie, ili mmoja asije kupotea kutoka familia hii. Pali utakaporejesha ufalme wako, wote hawa jinsi atakapowasimamia, wote wamlaki Yesu wetu anaporejea mawinguni mara ya pili. Na zaidi ya yote watakutana na kuonana na mpendwa wao Rael aliyelala pamoja na Mzee Geke, na wote wapendwa waliolala wafu wakiwa wamekuamini. Tusaidie sidi kushikilia wingu hadi tamati. Naomba kwamba utuchalie mpaka mwisho, na tutakapofika tamati wingu lako likiwa limeshikiliwa, basi tutakushukuru na sifa na utukufu virejee kwako. Asante maana utasikia sala zetu. Asante maana utaachilia mibaraka sasa kwa familia hii. Ndilo ombi letu, tumeomba tukiamini kupitia kwa jina safi la Yesu ambaye ni mwombezi wetu. Amen.
Baba na Mungu wetu aishiye mahali pa juu mbinguni, tumekuja kwako tukiwa na wingu wa shukrani kwa sababu ya wema wako na fadhili zako. Siku ya leo mwana wako amelala na amewacha nyuma watoto wake, dada zake na ndugu zake na wajukuu na vitukuu. Wote tunawakabidhi mkononi mwako, wasikilie kwa wakati huu mgumu, wafute machozi, usiti kuwafariji kwa njia ya kipekee, na ile nafasi ambayo amewacha wewe utaijaza hiyo nafasi, na waendelea kwa katikati ya hii familia, na wasikilie kwa wakati huu. Wapatie nguvu, wasikilie na wasiti kuona tumaini kabla ya kifo. Kuna matumaini kwa sababu mwenzako amelala akiwa ndani yako na akiwa muamini, na tunatarajia mpumzika kwa muda kidogo, lakini ukirejesha ufalme wako mara ya pili, atakuwa mmoja wale ambao watakuraki mawinguni. Tunaikabidhi familia mikononi mwako, sikilia kila mmoja, wasiti kukutegemea kwa kila hali na kwa kila njia, na wasiti kuweka tumaini kwako. Kuna wageni ambao wamekuja kutoka sehemu mbalimbali, wengine wanarudi na magari na wengine kwa njia mbalimbali, wasafirize salama. Na sisi sote ambao tuchaokoka tufanye hatua tukuje kwako ili tukilala tulala tukiwa ndani yako. Tunaomba ili ombi kupitia kwa jina safi la Yesu Kristo tunaomba na kuamini. Amen.
Wasee wa kanisa mwapungie hao mikono, maana kesi salimiana, wapungie mikono hivi ishara ya kuwatakia kila laheri na baraka. Mbarikiwe sana na mwe na tumaini zaidi ya kaburi.
Asante.
Thank you. I want us to be seated shortly.
Nonye turasama gombo tigamba lemie tigatole masi Nyasaye. Lero iga nainche na ikirega iga somo chioyo asoko ba ane na magombane on behalf of myself and my family twarure ngora yaito gocha senkeye asoko sirio mongina Rael mongina orenge bwengencho na endo maana sana igo kuna narigereire iga igenteke monarigereri narora ne kiango kiringelinga umongina oyo ndoli komorera umongina oyo igo twasherekea asengencho yobugima bwayo buyamenyire ekero naraba begete chianga chindabu igemine tio morembe talibo anene monekero tokoenda matanga abante bakobeka chianga chimwamu naende babwate amagomba manene lakini lero iga nagokire asengencho narora chianga chindabu abana baye bakogete na bachukoro asengencho mongino yotimokire alengo mongino muya naenda alenge example kiya naenda obalendire orosirie gesaku ntogwakira Nyasaye ya mono mwakimoge chiriga ntogwakira Nyasaye ya mono omongino yo tatigetie legacy mwarorira abachukoro baye na bana baye buna bamukwanire buya naende obona bwo obuya bwa Nyasaye gekogera ekero omongina buno oyo emiake yatimokire naende morocha abantu bachire igemeganda igekworo kinga ekene example kiya naende omongina orengo omuya bwanchire n'abantu bonse
pole asenjo twasirire omongina mama lakini enchera togiwe nenchera abekirwe nabalenge igo na bali gotokorera igo nero tukinia ndaite kweli bagalinde kotebya abantu baito kurwa libaita kurwa simbi kurwa matutu n'abantu baito kubisoga asenjera twabwateranire asengencho yogo korumo yogo yoiga mbiyama n'abantu baito twins togendere kubwatera nabo egere tuikeranie aria abagotu batutigeire
igo nkwiriria mwaja gotoa pole usogo sira kwa mama kiagaro muchogeke no muchiwo mache n'abantu baramo sana nekenyoroga igo nkubaire ningambia mono asogo jagotoa pole ugotubwatisia na mono abaigwa baito mbia mono sana kina Lamek kina Mogere, thank you very much for what you have done. Mbia mono sana nkuburia ndo wa MCA wana siasa ngokwana turamangana maya sana
njengo kwana angoro kwemili bousi nyalibo bali banga iga bangina bakoron naroliro mongino nyarangia iga emwakandokire kamama nande kerongo cha igo ndondo kaka mama na bonko igubia babara elioralire nere na bakandange iri kamama abana ba my grandmother poleni kero nare go kinaiga nare go tebi Rose baba my mother Priska aga totomire omongina Rael tamenyeta iga amenyete matari abantu bakinere tamba manyeta sabunga teba otirimboke iga nabokora atirimboka chitage kanke iga no akamenyire kero twagatomiru marogoba neba saa 12 orosane ruaichira kwobwa kwa minyoka nanyora Rose namotebie kinatomu nero nkobo nkioro sana ande gati naminyoka gochiminto nero minyoka gochimate iga ninka babo osirire lakini nonyo osirire eto wakera Nyasaye mbiyamo ne kyaera na amanyete kanisa na mumanyete Nyasaye nabo batukine tibonka agaiga etwarenga abana abamo nande nkorengera twagendereire ko babo igo asa matuka amange naende tigatogenderera ko babo obogimo obo komenya matuko makama tukande kwagenda matukande kwanyora moyori babo minto nkara kweto kure miaka ngorengera 13 tata moyare omongina Rael orarire omogaka geke nasira igo ni sabari tore twins egente kenene nkelina kerogo chakorara yenga kyogo chakorara kole norare ko momanyete Nyasaye goso okorara bunonde bwensigo igo tigatwebeke si Nyasaye ntomanyetie buna bogokia kitorarare twarara tumomanyete omonene mbiyamo naseribaga gabana nere tare konyara goika iganto monte bimba mbae pole na manyeto omogaka geke mono komera nabarenga amatuka amange nabante bingo chicha Pastor Nyabuti pole Nyasaye tigabae oboremu nonyomongina nomogaka baruro ororo omochioyo tigaire nabantu narora abachokororia na abachokoro abana nabange baro omochioyo nao bagotenenia omochioyo erieta ria Rael rigenderere nobuya borogeke nabo igo bonyare ko baboko genderera gabana tanto metimangana mange gantebia egasi yaye monyeroche nabaga asaine lakini ginte neina iga nabonda atebe gocha seita iga ndake mangana mange tari gotoikera kyaera minto tari gotoikera negesage goika chibasari gose chi scholarship nchira renge koru chi abana bari abatakapi aidha abana bari batabwati ngina naise naende batabwati ngejende gose nao bara abana babwata abaibori bonse lakini batabwati ngejende bare koenda form 1 babwata max 300 na onye koro yo mobo kwebete gose nkwanyora information yeyu gose nkwaika goichoria form nabogo chichanyamiro ogende se ministry education ogende se department ya education obatebye ibagali yao ndetaraira naboko nyora rirororo kera mabagana etwe enjera ya kere ward ya konyora mabaga 10 igo naboko endoche kie onye kore engicherenge kabire yo mwana tabase gotigara siko egia kabera tebe gas nabakorere korengana buna chinguru chiaye chiranyarekane chiparangorosiare chinyagitari mo chiroche inu momaete ngantu abwate para lakini mwansira korora chipara inu momaete buna nyagitari yaisoge yarenge lakini yachakire yasire koero nyeteraera na mache nkore mare ebibyonsi abantu baisoge momanyete egento gyokanda ababoli inche kindeka nande gakinga igango chande korera buna nkonya chikura abantu baisoge naboli nande ngo chande mocha monge bono bobuya ngo chaga iga na chango techa buya mwantera buna kamama na inche ne kimbu na inche ntinimba manyete talibo mbiya mono tiganya saba sesenie na inche na icha na pole yane na pole ya gavana chisiringi chiri bukomi igo mochipoke se familia chikonya korageria abantu bali baraiga tinche bweka nacha nabande korwe county na omogo tenena onye moro mokwani abantu matenena ninchu na ini momanyekane.
That is Nyamira County Government, and then I'm notified we have from Kisii County we have in Kisii County we have Mrs. Monda, who is also Monda is the running mate for Simba Arat, and she comes from this place, so I will also invite her after our first lady is done.
Igobono korubogira ngorogoro nkombwata bara okaboko monso kikorusoge bakwani bon.
Pole ase familia Geke na bantu ba minto mwezi ilietanguro ku Godfrey Ongeri na okora service ya Governor Nyamira.
Pola se family na nje nkuru ku Dr. Kemunto Tanga gokoregas na Nyamira County Government.
Poleni familia, naitwa Dr. Margaret Ondicho, Chief of Staff in the Governor's Office.
Biyamole mwensi naende. Samarieta nkuru ku Samuel Maiko yende waziri ya mache ase county ya Nyamira. Naende naigwa mheshimiwa waiga bunagotewa nga mache na enseme iga noro tali aigo ka chiward chons governor na begete mepango naende chinde chiare mirwe kira award ne bwate egesima tali award ya chiaiga oka pat chiward chons emerongevere ngwa kambia mono naende una first lady ya kwana kurunka igarende moko moama gora ne gavana moama goro mbia mono. Thank you so much.
Thank you First Lady and your team, we really appreciate.
Mbia mono tiganya sawa sesen.
Thank you, very patient, she's been very patient. By the way, I've been for some time and after let me cross over to Kisii County. Let me invite Mrs. Monda. Mrs. Monda, how do we call? If the governor, Murugio Yakorok First Lady, a deputy governor, Murugio Yakorok, deputy First Lady. So now let me invite the deputy, the incoming deputy First Lady of Kisii County. Karibu sana. And I'm told I got in gold. Karibu sana. Asante.
Abaminto nanje tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Igona lia abantu baminto bara imokino no koboko igoro barosi. Mbuya mole. Igo tuacha sengenje yo mongina Rael. Twensi no bwanchani wo mongina Rael bwatore taga iga asengenja atotigire. Otigire familia yaye geichanete otigire abachokoro bae na abachokororia na butu achakoremi erinde kerarura aroro to bago semeria nga Nyasaye nkoira nale naende nacha ko tuoyi bali to tigareto ekera bato tanganeire balia tora toga tora moyo ntonchoro na izo chikomera na baminta bato tanganeire Nyasaye mi familia ye mbiya mono naro mo pasta naro bwenke yeiga nando beki abachokora marunse basaba igo no mochiwe chogete no mocho omanyete Nyasaye tigato basabera mayanga bagendro rogendo ruomno ruomngnaraer koika Yesu iranira sense obo iri bwana gotaga iga asamarieta ankoro kuchoice kamuma omongino mheshimiwa Robert Osare Monda. Robert nabo mochimbo nyari bali chache naende bono gakare kubakare koborie kergo kyobo governor wa Kisii County agotuge ko yomto simbarati ne deputy governor yaye naende buna moiwete chinguma chinyinge simbarati nero kobomo e governor igo Monda nero gochikoma bere deputy inje no mongino oye ninganjete omugakone naende nabonko mwetogeria senko genda nanya gotebanga ngero mugako ori chikurege kogera no muya nangamberete ko nyomba buya mayete no no bugambye bogochaga ko nyomba mugaka kaga mbete buya ko nyomba yori go jisikari na bagotogiwo lakini omongina kare ke ni nyomba amwatete ko rwaroro mugaka nabo muya bantu abako mwanga isiko iga bantu mbanjete Monda n'abantu banjire simbarati Kisii engima nande no Nyamira nabonko ibako mwatorango mwana olimbu yaye igo moko mosabera chikure cyo achire nabali babwata bayiriye go Kisii County tebya abantu baminto bosinga abantu bali nawo barakonye Kisii area elindegere baba echikura wano boiri bwande taga iga no bo mwana Lamek mwana narega igokoro Lamek incho Lamek igabwate semo yaye korokune maya igobamete ense koroko Arizona aria America omomurone ekeraru Kenya kogenda America tamanyete ense koroko Arizona nganga gochikonyora lakini akamaya konyora abana abaiga babere anda baregisemo ne maya na Lamek abaregisemo banywa meta abana abasibatu bamwabo bakamanya ko babana baya bakandendera omwana oyo nande nere bwekambwata ekerare kogende nare gokuminga gaki akogenda bona anyore amachamba sia mongitere lakini akamanya konyora abana abaiga omwana mbia mono Lamek yasa tikabasiseni nechi family chaino Lamek na Nemaya bakanendo mwana oyi for about 8 months paka bono nalianganyete go chinyomba mwaye bako matebi ngaye to kumia endagero go chikobwa barelie basa mukani yaye ebesa ituni tutogokogorera ye beke ebesa elindo chora ngeri family yao nyore kwagorire gento nyomba kaki abana bumbali abaye kobwa nonyana nabairi abasani bengenje bonekera omomurona ari konyagonte binga Lamek okwereirwa abo mwabo inkamate binga na bato yoga iga goikanyiko goikangende ntebe Lamek nga na inche ni chanyoko ekero mama mwabo enaro lakini mama mwabo ndo mwabo mwabo Nathan so nakiga kogana nachaga lakini amegota nanyora nande ga iga igombwate abairi oyo mintoros oyito mete nera ari Nairobi nanyo muswati mwabono arega iyo mochioyo iga inaroro omwana odina bwonga aki nonyo chire oyo igo bare epara mate tokabe para rogo omugaga naro ikaranse taria nokorera ya michoma Steven igo omwana oye nerore omuga asebwa mwabo Steven aso mwana okorokwe Evans oyo michoma so igo tindio mogogeniga iga nyasaye tigabaseseni mosabere nkeye iga buna bagani obosaba kamoranche ekera makweri achire omuchiemenge otagoka asengenjo yebitina bigoja wetera noena asa abaamati mosabe enkeye ige enyare ko bagiye gotena boronge buna yatenenire kero mongina arengaroro okuna ko gosaba kwane nyasaye tigabaseseni mokogenda mogende biya.
Thank you, asante sana, nimeshukuru. Mugako mweri kibwage nchongo gochagaiga.
Pole into sengecho ya Lamek yaro musani wo mwana one entu amwairo ngoli ya 10,000 lakini ende nande ngorwande chirufu ibere egere chigore sukari ekere baganyerete bachake gokora emirimo yabo.
Thank you so much, asante sana. Mugako mweri kibwage on behalf ya abantu bagagante gete otebenga mbiamono tosabe tokole. This is onomora yomokoro abachumbe bali abatangani naende namanye tomugaka Justino buyemono abana bwa abantu abatangani gochara iga onomochumbo mokoro gato kwa na historia ya Burayi abana bali abachumbe bali abatangani karibu sana kwana ngane yamone ndaba gote bya abantu bide sabali ngiya elinde lyo tumanye gukura
na nche tigante beri tangani kabisa mbiyamore. Number 2 pole ya nene pole ya mate yane asa abana ba Rael abana ba Geke pole nene sana kwa niaba y'abantu bali twachetali tangani 66 nabake batigalite ntwale ko machanto abana nyabande budget bali barawundi naro nango murakorai mwaka esiro nyotoji asante sana inchebono ngano nyotore ya moiga igona manyete umwaka Geke konde school na ende kerona chete kabo muchumbo bonchali na bogirango na chiete Kisumu nkoligie wakili ndusio mwana osibetu miaka 2 ekoti nanyo yatege nerole executive officer we ekoti agante binga ewakili nere maatali Takaenda se wakili eyo tukalika appeal eisaine kuna akole ngama yota banga ki omwana yaigwe bond pending appeal. Umano ya karetu mambi ya kama yota bijaji ngaki e bond ya rot ntoliko gamba mongere ga nanje no ndega na bonko mweto gari ngana rusiti omwana echera ya kanya sibiru nchegi na igweta ngano mwana ugusi na manyete kieni lakini asinge njobo chumbe I helped omongi no yoto kolera rero tiamba tebinga nere na bana manyete karonde education officer. We have traveled together omongi no muya wo bwanchani na ndito gajo to tora amo ga isoge bali baisoge mu manyete chikanisa cheito omongi no na rege ko isoge main tiare ko wa right atai e babwata na bangino but she was a really motivator. She moved us na henda ga toige kabuya abatonde tuare go jarimo go tuare ko nyora go tuari kanuya ikera bunanje ega sinare ko nyakora siko na jarimo but she knew us and she greeted us, she invited us, she welcomed us, and we are sorry that we have lost her. Lakini rende amatukaito na wanga na ga ikire otogo itaba na ende otogo itaba ke gusi iwa ke gusi kera na bugeri igwa kengere tankoli baba na tata ngesire bakogota mbarage bono mbali gesire ntodi kobaraga. We cannot renew their lives, we accept. 2 mongina buno takuetia karatu arabana igana bachokoro nagenderete moyale nyasaba sesini.
Thank you Mheshimiwa Mweri Kibwage, thank you so much. Asante sana. Nchwango gocha wana pastor sabere tokorere gaiga. Mheshimiwa tunashukuru sana. Asante. Atigango tonyoro saba kurwase kanisa we really appreciate you've been very patient. Program etiji etibune yabwa at twist and turns chiae, but I'm so grateful ngam very very patient. Nabate betena lengo bali baga 1:30 and they're giving you baga 2:30. Thank you so much for being patient and we really appreciate the church. Thank you. Pastor, you can make the last prayer.
Thank you much MC for your service. Nganchire linde tusaba mona inwe tokende kwale baba. Muganda bwensi pyogoroke igoro kwa ya members yekero tokora twasabire kurwa ensure you accompany us to the grave side asinge nchokwale baba. Muganda bwensi yogoroke asinge nchugo saba. Baba yetu na Mungu wetu tunakushukuru kwa neema zako. Asante maana umekuwa mwema kwetu na asante maana umesimama pamoja nasi tangia asubuhi na sasa ili ya yote tangia wakati msiba huu ulipotokea. Ama kwa kweli leo hii umati wa watu umeshuhudia kwamba Mama Rael amelala kwa mauti haya. Na asante maana ulijalia kila mmoja kuhudhuria masisi haya. Na sasa hivi imefikia wakati ambapo tunaenda kumlaza Mama Rael katika kaburi lile. Naomba kwamba uandamane na sisi hadi tamati tunapomlaza. Wenzetu wanapotawanyika wengine wakianza safari zao za kurejea nyumbani, tembea na wao katika safari hiyo. Wape neema ya usafiri wafikapo salama, tutakushukuru kwamba wewe ni Mungu wetu. Asante kwa walio toka mbali hule, saidi ya yote wakacha kwa ajili ya kuomboleza nasi katika boma hili la Mzee Geke. Asa yule mwanadada ambaye alitoka ng'ambo na wengine ambao walitoka ng'ambo waliandamana pamoja naye, wakacha kwa machozi mengi hayo kuja kuomboleza pamoja nasi. Ukawabariki mno zaidi ya yote watakapoanza safari tena kuelekea mji wa Amerika. Wende pamoja nao na sasa zaidi ya yote neema ya usafiri juu ya anga ukawape. Familia inapopakia nyuma wakati mama amelala, tuikabidhi mikononi mwako kwamba ukawasidi kuwa pamoja na wao, wakirimie pendo lako ili wanapoendelea kuishi waishi katika pendo lako. Yule ndugu wetu ambaye tulikabidhi mikononi mwako, maana yeye ni mtumishi wako na yeye ni kuhani katika boma hili, sidi kumlinda pamoja na nduguze na dada zake. Tunapoelekea sasa pale kwa kaburi, andamana pamoja nasi na uende na kila mmoja. Baraka yako isalie katika mji huu, na zaidi ya yote tutakapofika mwisho na ng'ambo ya bahari, utukutanishe ng'ambo ya bahari, maana ni mchi ambao umetuandalia ambapo mauti haya hayatakuwepo tena. Asante maana utasikia zara zetu. Asante maana utashika wingu hadi tamati. Kila mmoja afike salama, ndilo ombi letu kupitia kwa jina safi la Yesu ambaye ni mwombezi wetu. Amen. Barikiwe sana.
Asante sana pastor.
Amen. Ndugu yangu, teremsha mwili chini.
Ona bakore miremire twabane ngambia na sasa yawaseni.
Jacket yako imebaki. Aya, mister. Simsonge kidogo mtoto. Basta. Akutupa, pole. Basi. Hasta. Ajua tu contribution tu naweka hapa. Hebu. Okay.
Hello everybody, my name is Lamek. We're here to do our final Shukran tribute, send-off celebration of my grandmother. As you probably have already seen, that's one of my most painful days of my time on earth. Trying to still process this. Just life without her is going to be very different. But I'm comforted to know that Baba is resting. She ran a good race, had a good long life, and I just I'm glad that she's somewhere resting in no pain. Thank you very much. I love you very much, Baba, and rest till we meet again. Thank you.
For me, I am grateful for the time we got to spend with Baba. She taught me the value of family and loving God, and I pray I touch as many lives as she touched.
Dear Baba, I will indeed miss you. Our conversations, our laughter, the emotion we had, I will miss you big time. 92 glorious years you've lived on this earth. Go well, my friend. Go well, Grandma. Rest in peace with the angels till we meet again. Amen.
Baba, thank you for your care, for the care, concern, sacrifices, and the unending love. Thank you for everything that you have done for me, especially giving me your name. You are now in a much better place. I'll be forever grateful and thankful that you are my grandmother.
Baba, you could narrate my childhood stories like with so much humor, and here is one of the common ones in Ekegusi. Keromokamba aka gechigu ni gare kwe mincha we yerinse ditangani akaigubororo sana korwa bona kangainia ekera akogechigu akaba akweyerinse ngora erinde taba taiguko taba gakoigubororo nainde. Indeed, we'll also miss your humor. She showed lots of kindness in accepting a request of having me here, and this enabled my parents to proceed for their studies. It was a huge responsibility, and from the very bottom of my heart, I say a big thank you. Having accomplished so much on this earth, I know God took you with him at a better place. Rest well, Baba, till we meet again.
My name is Christine Mora. I'm the second born of Rose Mandere Geke. What I remember for Baba is anytime we used to visit Isoge, he could make jokes of settlement scheme, going to the shamba, working hard, and of course going back home he could pack for us maize and amavera marorano. And what I'm proud of, when grandma was sick back in Nairobi, that is the time he stayed with us in Muguga, the time he had gone for operation, one of the hands at Coptic Hospital. I'm proud that I was able to take care of her, bathe her for like a month, and that is something I'm proud of. And wherever she is, I believe she's resting with the angels. I will miss her, and I know I will miss coming to Isoge unless I'm invited. I know it hurts, but we leave everything to God. Let her rest in peace. Bye bye.
The news of losing Baba was really hit hard, and even today as we send Baba off, it's very emotional. We'll miss Baba so much. She was a very kind lady. She loved all her kids and grandchildren. I know when as she aged, her memories to me had faded, but at least I'm glad she remembered my brother and as well as all her children. May Baba rest in perfect peace. I love her. I will dearly miss her. The passing of Baba has really affected me. Thank you.
Baba, your death hit really hard. I never thought that I'd feel the kind of pain that I felt. I cried a lot, and it's not what I imagined. I never thought that because someone who has lived as long as you have would actually make me feel the kind of sadness that I have felt. But one thing that I will surely miss is your smile and your warm embrace that will forever stay engraved in my heart. May you rest in peace, Baba, till we meet again. Thank you.
I'm Elvis Nyarangi, son to the late Kennedy, who was the last born of Baba. To me, I lost my father when I was very young. I didn't know much about him, but whenever I visited Baba, she was always there. And she narrated well-told stories about my father, and I got to understand the person he was through Baba. So Baba was patient, he loved his grandchildren, loved everyone, and I think deep down I remember her for that. May she rest in peace.
You say your name? Natasha Ateka, and I want to say my great-grandmother was nice. There's one day I dropped her 10 bob, which she actually blamed me. But now she was actually old, so I understood her. Rest in peace, my great-grandmother. I'll always put you in my heart.
Hi, I'm Diana May Ateka. I'm Ateka's first daughter. Baba was a great inspiration. She was always she was always there. You would never miss her. Anytime you came to Isoge, we knew Baba is there. So Isoge will never be the same without her. Then no longer we can't say Baba Isoge anymore, which is a difficult pill to swallow. And I'll miss Baba for, the little cheeky things she did, yeah? She could never tell you something like straight sometimes, especially like if she didn't like something and she didn't want to hurt your feelings, she found a nice way of telling you that. And that's where I come with the story of my trousers and skirts, where she could simply call me and tell me, I have this extra skirt. Do you mind trying it on and see if it fits you? Are you telling me, I don't like those tight trousers you're wearing? Then the other part was Baba had this drawer in her bedroom where she kept her most heartfelt, I think, things. So she had newspaper clippings from the 70s of people she knew. Maybe it was something Uncle Fred, an award that he won and it was in the papers. I remember once it was in the papers in primary. I think up to date she still has it. For my everyone, she had small, which she said this was her favorite part of the drawer because it was like keepsakes of her children and her grandchildren, and that was really special. And I think I get that from her. Another thing I think I got from my grandma is how organized she was. Every Christmas for the last 30 years that we've come for Christmas, we knew where the plates were, we knew where the cups were, we knew where the spoons were. It was always in the same place. Like you'd not miss something from where it was the last year. So like you finish, you leave, you're going back after New Year's, put things back where they were. So that's something I also picked from her and I really appreciate that. So Baba, we'll miss you. Dance with the angels and we'll see you. Love you.
Davis Ateka, grandson to Rael Mandere. I wouldn't say much. What grandma instilled in me was love. I love my grandma, I love my family, I love my cousins, I love everybody. And rest well. See you later. Thank you.
Wawa, it's a journey and we appreciate you. It's okay, it's good, it's been fun, you have been our best. We'll never ever forget you, but we are happy you taught us a lot of things. You scolded us, you gave us the right tools for this life, so we appreciate you and we'll miss you and I love you so much. Yeah.
Okay, Baba, wherever you are, just know we love you, we'll miss you, and you are the best. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Nadia. Baba's great grandchild, and yes, I'll miss Baba. We didn't spend a lot of time together, but at least I got to share a few moments with her, and I have memories with her, a lot of them. Yeah, we'll miss her. That's all.
Jeff, Baba's grandson, and Baba was a very special person to me. I will not forget how I used to come here after school and we would sit with her and watch TV. And she had this very nice way of explaining every single character. And for me, those are the little moments I will always remember about you, Baba. Rest in peace.
Anthony the video. No mo ko kasi niya. Nastanga mo re kay Awamra. Aswat bakod.
Sasa nikiangalia na hapa haya.
Abatukulolia bana mura. Abatukuro.
Where are you guys? Those are Abachukuro. The man. Abachukuro man. Who is missing?
So half of you will go walk on the other side.
Na wakuja tu hivi ndio wasionyeshe mgongo, it's okay.
Who is ready? Okay. Ready as well.
Mo ko ke rai koi ka na ba.
Young man.
Mario ri go ta.
Go back. Like this. Yes.
George utapanda hapa juu.
Weka na straight line.
straight line.
Yeah.
Sorry. Careful.
Yeah. Nina, wow. Sawa. Weka pulmata.
Inaweka mate kabisa haja.
Come down.
Get to the video.
Pole kwa kamera.
Yeah.
Ungewacha nini mabuzi? Kuja pande hii. Kuja pande hii.
We need to feel that.
It's okay. Weka kurora. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Okay, wale mko na two roses. You are free now.
One more weka round now.
Panda.
Anamega. Anamega. Brother. Bugi. Umeweka?
Weka mko.
Yeye alikuwa anabadilisha.
Put them in one place.
Spread around.
Wengine wakuja na side nyingine hapa hivi. Wengine wakuja na side nyingine. Wengine wakuja na side nyingine hapa. Mchwa wande kwa mwina, ita kwa mwina wande.
Misha. Haya tu.
Etwabeka moga symbol simwa ko kina bugima bwaitu no bonge gesicha ekere kere kiumire it dries off igo bwaitu life is very short lakini torenge rimo buli bogocha tuombe moneta ta sai mutungi one nse tere ne ringa biona singa church twagachiro mu na Rael Mandere Geke ase nyombe gyanke sararuka kwanyerete maigo tigira bana bae tigira abachukuru tigira abamwe abona n'abasani bose twabikire samoka baremya sintre abene kere tume abantu nyakoremina nyasabara abo kware ona wairi kwanda bare kiro muntu sinsamo yana kare omo ituwa mabra para na kuwa muno tu oba semikubu yetempera nyuma yo kurara kubo kunkorora sasa yetu yangene ke tura nsema yao na mtu bokutura nsema yao sasa yonse akole kwenda sisi kusimudole ito Mungu awabariki.
Yamano.
It's